Hi everyone, I'm Alexis co-founder of Reddit.com, and I've been asked to contribute a little bit about how to market effectively online. Well, everyone wants to know what the secret is. How do you, for instance, get on the front page of Reddit? And fortunately, there is a really easy answer to that. Have good content. That's really all it takes. The great thing about Reddit and sites like it, but especially on Reddit, is that good content will do well. And we go out of our way to make sure that it's not about how many friends you have or how many people you can bug into voting up your story. It's actually about how good the content is and whether or not the community really thinks it's good. So that's the good news. If it is good, someone is probably going to find it and they'll probably submit it to Reddit and you'll probably get traffic. But that's not even the important part. You might get a huge dose of traffic from Reddit over the course of a day, for instance, for a front page story. But whether or not those users come back is really what I suspect you're hoping for. And more to the point, whether or not you've got something that you're developing as a big brand or something that you want to be recognized as being a quality source of good stuff, or if you're just trying to get a one-time hit of traffic to, try to make a few dollars. I would strongly recommend the former. I think trying to create a good destination is certainly the right goal. And if you can actually create the good content, a lot of it will take care of itself. Because fortunately on the web, you're only a click away from good content. Likewise, you're also just a click away from leaving bad content. So the opportunity then is really great, so long as you've got good stuff. And that's really the challenge. So let's say you've got the good content, and you're trying to make a presence for yourself online. And you'd be much better off not spending a lot of that time, say, submitting all the content you can to Reddit. You're probably a lot better off going through and joining a lot of these communities just as a normal user, as a normal person. It's going to be a great way to think about doing marketing because you'll spend very little of your time actually marketing. You'll just be having fun within a community because you're not going to be able to traditionally market to these communities. That is a very old kind of model that does not work in places like Reddit. I think will become less and less effective online, where we have become entitled. It has a negative connotation, but we've become very expecting of getting stuff the way we want it, and we have a certain amount of cynicism towards the way traditionally people advertise or market their wares. So one of the things people are always looking for is transparency and candor. And we've actually had really great marketing campaigns on Reddit in instances where people have just been really honest with what they were doing. And maybe this was a great marketing ploy, and maybe it was just honestly someone who needed help. But there was a story a few months ago about a Reddit user, whose family soap business was running out of money. They were in trouble, and they needed some help. They wanted some guidance, and he basically just asked the community, "Hey, can you help me redesign my family's website to sell soap?" And the community chimed in with all kinds of suggestions for how to make their e-commerce site better. But they also said, hey, you should create some Reddit soap. Like, create soap with the Reddit alien. We have a nifty mascot. I don't know if I don't have a picture of it handy, but hopefully you'll see one. So we have this alien mascot, and our users wanted it on a bar of soap. And the guy said, okay, yeah, maybe, why not? So I shot him an email, and we worked out a licensing arrangement where he could create the alien for a small licensing fee on his site. And he's been selling hundreds, if not thousands actually at this point, of Reddit Alien soap. And it's incredible. You can actually Google now Reddit Alien soap. They have it in 2 flavors, voted on by the community, of course. Orange, which is a nice flavor, or scent for soap rather, and bacon. So you can wake up in the morning, take a shower, and come out smelling like either bacon or orange. Actually, I think last I checked, almost half of the soap orders were for bacon. It's still more than half are for the orange flavor or orange scent, but there's going to be a few people walking around smelling like bacon who I'm sure their significant others will love. At least dogs will probably really like them, and maybe their coworkers, but that's neither here nor there. So more to the point, here was an example where someone had this tremendously successful campaign, and as far as we know, the company's doing very well. They were featured on their local news outlet. A lot of good stuff has happened as a result of this, and it wasn't some big multi-million-dollar PR campaign. It wasn't anything that was planned out. It was just a sort of spontaneous, organic thing that happened because one of our users, who was known as a normal user, just a person like anyone else using the site, petition and said quite honestly, hey, I need some help, can I have some guidance? And I don't know if this was his master plan. You'd have to ask him. If it was, my hat is off to him for doing such a good job. But I really think, and you know what, even if he did trick us all, it was worth it because that is some really great soap. Uh, but it's examples like that where people are thinking of themselves as members of the community first, not marketers, is where I think you've really got to go with this because you're not going to be able to approach situations successfully if you're always sell, sell, sell. That's just not the way marketing will happen online. It's becoming less and less so because people feel like they're in charge of the content they're consuming. They don't want to be peddled to in the ways that they used to be. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful. I can't wait to make it back out to Hungary, hopefully one of these days. Had some lovely times there. So anyway, good luck.